These don't even look like they're AI. I built a system that takes our inbound leads, finds their home address, customizes a pitch letter that tickles their secret desires, a robot writes and ships the letter automatically, and potential customers feel loved and joined while I spend all my time on fulfillment instead of sales. I always thought the best offer wins eventually. Economists cannot be wrong. If you're selling gold for $1 and everybody else is selling it for $9,000, eventually everyone's going to come buy gold from you.
The cream will rise to the top.
But guess what? We don't have forever. You could sit around, wait for inbound to work, and play that long game. You can assume that quality will rise to the top.
I am the cream.
If I do good work, the right people will find me. Dumb. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Dumb. But that's the thing. One might eventually win, but you're like the dude marrying single moms who finally woke up to the fact that they need a good husband. Wouldn't you rather get them before they're so scarred? Look at this letter. It looks like it's written by a human. Each one is customized per person, per company, and we can send these out without ever collecting the address of our customers. Customizing it in a way that a human never could. Cumberly, love your drive and vision for level up success. Your energy genuinely resonates with what we're building at the Mastermind. I got that data because we scraped her website. Let me show you the whole system. I tacked it on to our AI cold caller. This is our AI cold caller for new leads. And then this system is down here. But how does it work? Well, it uses this as the backend. This is Skip Trace, which helps you locate hard to find individuals with an API. And so when somebody goes to our Mastermind and hits apply now, they give us their name and email and phone number, which we then can put into this API. And for 1 cent per pull, I can find their name, all the addresses they've ever lived at in their entire life, all the phone numbers they've ever used, a bunch of their relatives, and any known associates. But the thing is, this is too much data. So how are you going to associate this data to your leads? First, we run the skip trace. I feed the lead's name and phone number into this API. From here, it tries to find him. Gilbert Morrow is Gilbert J. Morrow, age 42, March 1983, Chicago, Illinois, lives at this street address. These are all of his addresses with the years and months that he's lived at each one, and all of his family, his wife, his kids, his grandparents, his cousins, all here. So it's 2 searches. First, we just do a broad name search. So if you're looking for me, for instance, it would look for Alex Berman, all of the Alex Bermans, which, there's only one good one, me. But it would also look for like Alexander Bermans, etc. Then you do phone number search. So it looks by phone number. This time it came up with 2 items. Those are merged together. We flatten the data and then we just feed it to ChatGPT. Hey, here's a name, here's a phone number, here is the raw output from the people search. Just tell me the current address. And almost 100% of the time, it does. From here, we look back at the email address and we see, is it a Gmail or is it a professional address? This one's a Gmail. Let me show you a professional address. First, it gets fed through the cold calling system, which gives her an AI phone call to see if she's interested, tells her application to the Mastermind's been approved. Once that's done, it does the skip trace to find her address, merges it in, cleans the data like we talked about before. Then it finds out that she's running a business domain. Her domain is levelupsuccess.net. If it's a personal email, we skip this and we just write a generic letter that I'll show you in a second. If it is a professional email, we visit the site, we scrape it, flatten it out, clean up the HTML, and then use that data to write a personalized letter. So here we are talking about Level Up Success. It's a game changer, joining the Mastermind. Here's your approved application. But that's not enough. It has to be under 500 characters. So I added a checker here. If it's over 500 characters, it rewrites it and then tries again until it's the right length. Then, once that's done, we merge all the data together, do a second merge, prepare the data for sending, just a bunch of coding nonsense. Don't worry about it. Then we send it to Scribeless.co. Scribeless writes these letters. And so you can see here, we've got our letters processing, we've got our recurring campaigns, and each one of these recipients is added automatically to this campaign where they're sent the letter without me having to touch it. I don't know what's going on. I don't see the letters. They just go out and they look great. Then when the letter's sent, I get a notification in Slack so I know that things are happening. Same way I get a notification when the AI cold call went out. With this flow, our leads are cold called and then sent a handwritten note within seconds of applying, assuming they're qualified, of course. And if it's a Gmail or a Yahoo or something, let's say we don't have a website to scrape, It just skips that part and writes a more generic email. You might be wondering how much all of this costs. Each letter has a stamp for 73 cents, and each letter is printed for $1.99. So each letter is $2.72, because the skip trace also costs 1 penny, and the GPT calls also cost a fraction of a penny. So you're actually looking at $2.73 per lead. So if you get 10 great leads a day, that's about $27 that you're spending. That ends up being about $822 a month if you get 10 leads a day. AB Mastermind costs $497 a month, which means I only need 1 to 2 clients a month to break even on this entire system. But you're probably selling an offer that's over $3,000, and you probably get a lot less leads than me. I'll just say it. You probably get a lot less leads than 10 great leads a day. So your cost is going to be obscenely low, and your ROI is going to be incredibly high. And if you're serious about building systems like this, real automations that close clients and scale with no fluff, then you need to be inside AB Mastermind. We run 6 calls a week, and we love talking about the cutting edge. This is the kind of thing that I would never have done for an offer at this price 1 year ago or even 6 months ago. But AI has now progressed to the point where it's so easy that it's a no-brainer. And so all of your competitors are about to do this. Everyone else in your niche is seeing this video at the same time as you. Are you going to let them do it first, or are you going to be the one that feels premium and new before this tactic loses all of its effectiveness? If you're ready to join, go to alexberman.com/mastermind. And hey, if you're in the US and I find your address, you might even get a letter from me. In a second, I'll recommend another video that I know you're going to love. Smash that like button, but more importantly, comment down below and let me know what you thought. Subscribe for more, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for watching. I'm Alex Berman.